So the next bite of the elephant is creating a North Star for change. The objective for this step is to take the insight and consensus you had both from the initial audit and staff interviews, the initial ideation session you had with the Coalition of the Willing, and start to surface the major themes and guiding principles behind your digital transformation, as well as start to look at, on a more tactical initiative level, what are the areas that have highest value to the business, perhaps lowest complexity, and starting to prioritize those on a roadmap. These guiding principles get referenced throughout the remainder of this process. They're really important in that they help us navigate difficult decisions when we get into the weeds about what system change needs to happen. For Imagine, an example of guiding principles was reducing complexity through consolidation. So if we're already paying for a single best practice platform, let's consolidate as much as possible into that and reduce the proliferation of technology. Another guiding principle was the need for a unified view of the member or the donor, and all of the marketing or volunteer management or program management interactions would be guided from that unified view. So that outcome became a guiding principle for Imagine. My colleague will walk you through the whiteboarding session for creating a North Star for change.
Hi, my name is Star, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of our second whiteboarding workshop Miro template. Just like last time, for teams that work in person, you can do this exercise with sticky notes on real whiteboards or walls in your office. For partially or fully remote teams like us, a Miro board allows you real-time collaboration. This board is on the same board as before, so if you've already copied over our other Miro board from the previous step, you just have to scroll to the left. So this is our previous one over here, and now we're going to zoom in to our whiteboarding part 2. This session will be focused on prioritization. Just like last time, you'll have someone facilitating, and I recommend reading these start here tips and tricks before you do the session. The first thing that you're going to do, probably before you run the session, is copy all of the stickies from the last section of the first Miro board, the ideation outputs, and put them all on this section. So you're going to kick off the meeting, your team, you're going to review all of the ideation outputs that you came up with last time. The next step is you're going to build consensus and create a North Star for change. So you're going to move those sticky notes down to here, and you're going to group them together to see what themes that you can create. We're hoping that about 2 or 3 themes will rise to the surface and be your guiding principles for digital transformation at your organization. The next step is to actually prioritize. This is where we get from sort of idea into actually taking action on some of those things. So you'll map out your ideas on this prioritization matrix from low impact to high impact, as well as low effort to high effort. So this will help you easily identify what are some quick wins, what are some major projects, and what do we sort of maybe put on the back burner or only do if there's time. Not everything is an idea you can take action on right away. So there's also a parking lot here. So if there's ideas that don't fit or they need more discussion, you can put them in the parking lot and come back to them later. The last step is to create next steps. So again, using this prioritization matrix up here, we're going to figure out what do we take action on right away. You're going to assign champions and roles and create some immediate next steps. That's where the magic happens. This